Well, what do you see here? Another second channel video. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but we are back, and hopefully we can keep it consistent every single week. I've got an absolute banger coming soon, which I know you guys are going to be looking forward to and excited for, so make sure you get the notifications on, subscribe, and follow my Instagram. I'm trying to get 10,000 followers by the end of this calendar year. And to those who do follow me, I might do some follow backs tonight, so if I see you follow me tonight, I might follow you back, so make sure you follow me on Instagram. That'd be great. Now, today's video is a very original YouTube idea. We're going to be doing assumptions. I've had these assumptions for about 2 months now, and I've just been completely busy, so I do apologise, but we're here today to answer them all. Hopefully you're happy seeing me back on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. I'm uploading on the main channel, I'm uploading on the second channel. Now let's keep this consistent, subscribe. Now let's get into the assumptions. Thank you very much for everyone who's joined in. If you want to join in the future, follow my Instagram and you can be a part of the video. So the first assumption is from Harry Batters, and he says, your second team is the mighty Villa. Now I'm going to be honest here, folks. I have a little bit of a soft spot for Villa, only for the Villa on Tours videos. His videos are class, the atmosphere. I've always enjoyed looking and listening and watching the Aston Villa fans. So I've got no hatred. I've got no love for the team. No, I just like the fans, to be honest. I think the fans are great, and that's why they're not really my love at all. Not one bit. This one's from Will Burford, and he says, you think Brighton are the biggest Albion? I mean, who are the biggest Albion? West Brom? I mean, I don't think you are, mate. You may have beaten us and have a draw against us, but you're getting relegated, folks. You're getting relegated. I think it says it all. So yes, I do think Brighton are the biggest Albion there is. There will ever be. The biggest Albion is Brighton. The biggest ever. So this next assumption I've had quite a lot. And this one's from Jack Namo. And he says, you are from Brighton. And actually, I'm not. I'm not from Brighton whatsoever. In fact, I'm about 3 to 4 hours away from Brighton. I live in a town called Lowestoft. It's near Norwich. 45 minutes away from Norwich. An hour from Ipswich. So make what you will. The most easterly point in England. There you go. If you know your geography, that's where I live. This next one is an interesting one. And it is from Harv Wells. And he says, you've experienced bullying. I mean, working at Tesco, full stop. I mean, I get bullied at 24/7 there. Yeah, I'm going to give you a shout out loud. Shane, he's the top dog. He's the top dog. I'd say second who gives me the most bullying's probably, I'll say Jack. Yeah, Jack, yeah, you're up there, mate. Sam, yeah. No. There's also Gav, and he's Gav. You got to move on. No, he doesn't bully me. And Beefcake, yeah. I'll 1v1 you, mate. The next one's from Jack Walker, and he claims that I love aesthetically pleasing objects. And I tell you what, he is bang on the money. I love aesthetically pleasing objects, whether that's just something smooth or just some videos I've seen which is very aesthetically pleasing, satisfying. I love it. I can't lie. Like, let's just say this is aesthetically pleasing for my eyes. It's going to get deep now. This is from Harry_HMY, and he says, you struggle mentally, but now you are okay and not struggling. I'm going to say the opposite of that. If I'm being honest, I think I've gone through a period where I was on top of the moon, and then knocked down here, and it put me back to rock bottom, and then it went back up, and then now it's a bit, it's a bit down. I must admit, I don't want to bring the mood down, guys, but it hasn't been the best of moments in my life. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it's not been the best. This is why I'm trying to keep as busy as I can making these videos, and just keeping busy in general with my fitness stuff and all this. If I keep busy, then it'll kind of like release all of my emotions inside by just working out and all this, etc. It makes sense to me, so if it doesn't make sense to you, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm okay. I'm managing. Next one's from Zach.Mark10, and he says, you are a movie quality editor. I mean, that's your opinion, but I'm gonna say that no, I'm not. I've still got so much improvement to make, and to be fair, I wanted to kind of transition into Adobe Premiere and obviously After Effects and all that stuff, because I think that's where like the top dollar editing gets into the place. So I think I'm going to try and transition my software into another one soon, but I do not think I'm a top tier editor just yet. Not yet. Now this one's quite extreme, to the point, so kind of got to bleep this one out, but this is from Cameron_Harrison08, and he says, you would shag Potter for the Prem title.
Sorry, can't do this.
Next one's from Thomas Hoyle, and he says, how long a day do you train for, and what is the best advice for people to get match fit? From my experience, like doing like interval training, doing like circuit training and all that, that's really helped me recently. Just trying like sprints and then jogging and then walking and then sprinting for a long period of time, and just kind of mix up like that. Interval training in particular, that's the best way to get match fit for football. But to answer the first bit, I train for about, I say 2 hours a day. I mean, obviously weekends is a bit of a rest day, but 2 hours a day. It can be more, it can be less. It depends what I'm doing, if that's gym work or fitness wise. Next one's from Matthew Jervius 5, and he says, you love editing for THOGDEN. And to be honest, I do, mate. That's a true assumption. I do love editing for THOGDEN. I mean, when you got a chance for editing for your best mate, but one who's also got 500k subs, I mean, I've got to, you know, it's not something you take lightly. You got to take it seriously. So that I'm really grateful for the opportunity which has come my way. I think back in about July or August now. So I appreciate Theo putting his trust in me, and we've actually generally gathered a really good bond together through his channel, and obviously THOGDEN's channel too, which hopefully we get back up and running very soon. Next one's from Aussie_10. He says, you would spend £500 just for a signed Brighton shirt. Yeah, I would. I really would. Next up is SamWeb26, and he says, you have a dog. Now, I'm going to be honest, folks. If you count my brother as a dog, then yes, I do own one. If you're meaning like a pet animal, proper animal, then no, I don't. I don't. Just my brother. This one's actually a very interesting one, and this is from Jamie.Elmo, and he says, you want to be more involved in videos with THOGDEN, and I think by what he means that is actually in video, visually. And to be honest, that doesn't bother me one bit. I'm all for just editing up. I'm not fussed if I'm in the video or not in the video. I'm just delighted to be a part of the channel behind the scenes. And if there's an occasion where he wants me to be in video, then by all means, I'll be up for it. But right now, I'm happy what I'm doing for him. And if anything happens further, then so be it. I'll be down. Now, this one's pure facts. I don't even care what anyone said. This one's from Droffy Doyle, and he says, you are the best at football in the offsiders. If you ask me about 5 months ago, I would probably say no. But right now, after all of this training the last 5 months, fitness, just how I'm feeling very sharp in myself and my ability, I would back myself now quite strongly. In fact, very, very strongly. I would say I'm the best at football in the offsiders. That's not trying to be disrespectful to the others. I just think with my training recently, I just think, yeah. No one's got me. Alex Young got me, mate. Alex claims he is. George is an underdog in this. Ellis also too, but I'm taking the crown on this one. I'm taking the crown. No. I've got it. Next one's from Kano_13, and he says, you like Rangers more than Celtic. Mon the Jers, mate. Mon the Jers. That's an absolute fact. I don't really like Celtic, but Rangers on the other hand, top tier. Next one's from William E. Glenn, and he says, you don't support your local. Well, I was born in East London, but when I was 3, I moved up to where I am now, and, you know, since about 9 years old, my dad grew me up to be a Brighton fan, and ever since I was 9, I've been a Brighton fan. So, no, I've never supported my local, but I've brought up supporting my dad's team, which was Brighton, and I first supported them when we were in League One. Look where we are now. So I'm not plastic. Don't ever call me plastic, folks. Next one's from Taylor Paul YT, and he says, Josh secretly has a raging passion for Arsenal. Now, I can understand where people are coming from for this, but here's my story of it, because I've been to a lot of Arsenal games, and that's just purely because my brother is an Arsenal fan. And when he was about 15, 14, now 6, or I think 17 now, he's needed someone to go to for the Arsenal games for him to be allowed by my parents to go. And obviously, with me being allowed to be going to travelling, Brighton games, just neutral games around, taking a flight to Aberdeen, for example, I kind of go to these games, which benefits me from making a video out of it, but also just for the enjoyment of me and my brother in particular, who can go to the games in person. So I don't have a passion for Arsenal whatsoever, but that's the situation in my hands. Next one's from _Joel Bird. He says, you nearly went pro in football, and that's far from the truth, mate. Never went pro, never near pro, mate. That's a false assumption completely. However, you know, you never know. Is it too late in my career now? You never know. I'm 19. Nah. It's long gone, mate. Long gone. I'd love to say I'm the next KDB, but let's be realistic, folks. I'll never be. Next one's from Robster Scott 08, and he says, you can whip in a mean free kick. And now, if you're talking about assisting someone from a free kick, then yes, I reckon I can. But if it's a direct free kick on goal, far from it, mate. Not a free kick taker. Not one to put one top bins from a free kick first time. Not me at all. Can't do that. So yeah, hence why in videos I just can't do it, can't perform. And last but not least, this one's from Finn_cow.7. He says, you think that Brighton will eventually push for Europa League? Now, I'm going to be honest, folks. If we stay up this year, I've said it in a video on my main channel, actually, I generally do think we can push on for Europa League in the next few years. I'm not saying next year, but we're making slow progression. If we keep up this year, get our striker in, we're going to push on. And I do think in the future, Europa League is a realistic target. Do not even at me, folks. If we stay up, that is the case. Do you know what? I'm going to answer this one too. This is from It's Stuart Whitey, and he says, I'm going to assist you in Clash of Creators. Not an assumption, just facts. Now, I'm going to be honest, folks. I am I am putting all this training in just to score now. I just want to score a goal in that game. I don't care how I score, if it's a tap in, a header. I reckon it'll be a header. My prediction is if I score a goal, it'll be a header. Just from a corner or a set piece, just something like that, I reckon I will. Or maybe a penalty. If it goes to penalty shootout, I'll put myself up to take it. But hopefully, unlike 4 or 5 years ago, I won't put out the stadium in my cup final. I just want to score in the Clash of Creators, and if that's the case, then boom, I need to think of a celebration. But I want to score. I want to score. I don't want to put in all this preparation to not to score. I won't ball hog, but I want to score. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you drop a like. And if you want more on my second channel, then make sure you comment it down in the comment section. What do you think to my assumptions? Are you surprised? Are you not? Follow my Instagram if you're not already. 10,000 followers by the end of the year is the goal. So make sure you sub, make sure you like, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye, guys.